Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial on our channel, and this time we are talking about Blender basics. So in this video I'm going to show you some cool things you can do, cool basic things you can do in Blender, a few shortcuts mostly used by Blender users. So let's get into it. When you start Blender, you are going to start with a cube normally. So this is our interface in Blender. So first thing, I want to show you how to select an object in Blender. And you do that by clicking the right mouse key like this. Now, when the object is selected, you will see these orange lines around it. So the most basic thing to do in Blender is zoom in and zoom out. And basically you do that by scrolling mouse wheel. Now, if you click on that mouse wheel, you can move your mouse, you can rotate around your object. And when you click Shift and click on mouse button, you can move the screen, move away from the object. So once again, when you want to zoom out, just scroll mouse wheel. When you want to rotate around the object, you're going to click on that mouse wheel and move the mouse. And when you click Shift and mouse button, you will move your view. Okay, now we're gonna go into how you can move the object. So let's say my object is selected and I can just right click on it and move it wherever I want on the space. Now, when you select the object and press G, you just move your mouse and the object will move. Now over here you can see that we have X, Y, and Z axis. So let's say you want to move object along this X axis. So all you have to do is select your object, click G, and then X. And it will lock on that red line, that X axis, and you can place it wherever you want. Now let's say you want to move your object along this green axis, Y axis. So you have to click G and then Y, and it will lock on this green line and it will move it along its path. And same goes for Z axis, G plus Z, and it will move it on this axis. Okay, so this is basically about moving. Now we are going to talk about how you can scale and rotate this object. So just a simple shortcut for scaling is S. When you click S, you can scale up or down this cube. Now, if you want to scale this cube along X axis, you just have to click S and then X, and it will move it, scale it up or down along X axis. Again, same goes for, let's say, Y axis. So you're gonna click S and Y, and it will do that. Maybe you can't see very well. So S, Y, and it will do that. One other thing is rotation. So when you click R, it will rotate it. Same thing goes for rotation. So if you wanted to rotate it along X axis, so you just click R and X, and it will rotate it in X axis. R, Z, and R, Y along Y axis. So this is basically rotation and scaling. We are basically here in object mode, and when we click our object and click tab, it will move to edit mode, and you have new tools, but some of these are advanced, so we won't talk about them in this tutorial, but we're going to talk about simple extrusion. So over here you have three modes. Right now we are in vertex mode, and you can select these vertices with right mouse button. Let's say we select this and click G to move, and it will move. If we want to move it along x-axis, we just click X and it will move it along its path. Okay, now if we click here, this is edge mode, and over here you just select edges with right click. Again, if we click G, we can move it however we want. And finally we have face mode. So over here, face mode. And here you select faces on this cube or whatever object you have. Let's say I select this and I click S, and I can scale it however I want. If I click S and X, it will scale it along X-axis. If I click S and let's say Y, and it will scale it up along Y-axis. And finally, I'm going to show you how to use extrusion. So when you select face, let's say this one, all you have to do is click E, and it will extrude this face like this. Same thing. So we click E, and if we want to extrude along X-axis, we just click X and it will do it. If we click E plus let's say Z, it will extrude it along Z-axis. So this is basically everything you need to know. These are some basics in Blender. I hope you like this tutorial, and I hope I explained everything well. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.